All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, set. AT Gator.
All day. All day.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Go.
2nd and 3. It's caught to Charles. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans on
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Down. 18 Gator. Hey, Alpha.
2nd and long. That's complete. It's Charles. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Ready.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Slam, slam, slam.
Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tight and right.
Back to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch 20, check 20. Watch tight end. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 17, Mariota. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
54 Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 9, check 9.
The first carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slant, slant.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Check safety.
On first down, it's Ford. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mariota to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses, and how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the 4-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line. The 2nd down pass intended for Harris Campbell. Incomplete. A gain on the play. 1st down, Titans.
Here we go, T. Here I come.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Check 53, Mike. We got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Alpha. Mike 54. Pretty quiet.
To throw is Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Right there. 54, Mike. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down. 60 on.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 20, seal that. Seal that.
2nd and 6. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There you go, partner. 3 deep zone, what we call cover 3. Free safety right in the middle of the field. Going to be deep as the deepest wide receiver and able to make a play on the football. Notice how they kind of funneled everything towards him because they know that they got a guy who can react to either side and get a hand on the football.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the
on second down now. It's 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Well, nobody leaked. Big play. That's caught by Howard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ricky. Three. Like 54.
From the red zone now, Mariota.
Check.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake, Mariota steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Ford, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them the hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Joseph. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for the Colts.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set. 18 Gator. Here we go,
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's now 3rd down.
Ready up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. So don't say nothing.
They'll look to throw. Going up top. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A first down throw for Mariota. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's Ford. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check out three. Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Ford. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go, D.
Here's Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, 4. And he loses the football a second time. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Joseph. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Hey, take your socks off, back to huddle. Socks off, back to huddle.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ford. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
58. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.